So how's everybody doing this morning? Scale of 1 to 10, how are we feeling? Beta, thank you for the heart, me. How are you guys feeling? Scale of 1 to 10. And like with 1 being not so good and 10 being amazing. It has been a long time, but I'm on here every day now. And I have been, thank you. Thank you for your heart, me, Shamila. I really appreciate that. A solid 7 today. Okay. So we're doing not too bad. We're doing not too bad. Okay. So I'm going to share with you, I'm doing pretty good. But I am going to share with you what I was about to do for my morning practice, because my morning practice is going to set the tone for the rest of the day. By the way, we're going to be back tonight with another meditation, very similar to the meditation that we did last night, but probably a little bit shorter, I would imagine. So the purpose of this morning practice that we're going to be doing is very, very simple. It's very, very simple. We're going to be setting our intention. It's a ritual to reflect on what's going on, to release anything that doesn't serve us. We're going to release anything that doesn't serve us. We're going to make an intention and set an intention for the way that we want to be living our lives. And then we're going to become the version of ourselves that we are aspiring to become. So that's what we're doing here. Beta, Sharmila, thanks for the taps. Beta, thanks for metamorphosis. Thanks, love. Oh, that was so sweet. So that's exactly what we're doing. We're going into a state. Oh, thank you so much for the gifts, Sharmila. I appreciate you. Erica, welcome in. Dave, welcome in. So we're going to be joining each day. It's going to be in the morning. I'm trying to find a time that's going to work for everybody. So it's going to be in the morning and it's going to be at night. And the nighttime one is 8 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. 8 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time each night. I'll be live doing a meditation for you guys. Sometimes on the weekends, there's not going to be a live, but you'll know in advance. You'll always see it in my stories. So if you're not already following me, go ahead and connect with me up here, and feel free as I'm yammering on to chat amongst yourselves and make some friends while you're in here. So it's going to be a morning practice of about 40 minutes, and you can really pop into any part of it. That's what's going to be cool about it, is you'll be able to pop in to just about any part of it, and you will be able to join in on a piece to set your tone for your day. So it's a gentle guided practice to begin the day together, to come together, to wake up in a positive frame of mind, to spread love and light and joy and peace and serenity right off the bat as soon as we wake up. So if you love this idea, throw a heart in the chat. If you love the idea, throw a heart in the chat. Now, what you're going to need to bring when you come in the morning is a journal, a pen. ABM, welcome. Thank you for the follow. A journal, a pen, maybe some water. It would be a good idea for you to get some water in first thing in the morning. So you can bring your tea or coffee, but I really encourage you to bring a glass of water. Good morning, Heather. Good morning. We're talking about our new morning practice that we're going to be doing. So it's kind of a new, I need morning practice, okay? I need a morning practice for me. So I'm going to be sharing my morning practice with you guys so that we can learn from one another, okay? And you bring a journal, a pen, water, and find a comfortable space. So really this can be done absolutely anywhere that you can find that you won't be disturbed. And then we're going to create our intention. In the mind's eye, we're going to create a peaceful space where no one has to perform, explain, or be any particular way. You're going to be free to show up in this space authentically, and we behave in a way that's in the alignment of the highest good. So we are respectful with one another. We share with one another openly, but keeping in mind confidentiality within the space, okay? So anything that happens in the space stays in the space. Anything that happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right? Good morning, Carrie. How are you this morning, love? Thank you for the follow. How's everybody feeling? Scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not so great, 10 being great. How are you feeling this morning? Throw that in the chat. Tired but good. Okay. Feeling a little tired. Mirai, welcome in. Good morning. How are you doing this morning? So we're gonna go through, and I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about what's the point of doing a morning practice like this? What is this going to give to me? You know, it's a time dedication. Like if you do join the whole live, it's going to be for about an hour. And so there is a time dedication. Oh, good. And there is going to be a commitment from us, not just you, but from me, to show up each day consistently to make it's really about rewiring our brains so that in between the morning and the evening, everything we do in between, we're feeling aligned. Oh, I'm so excited for you, Mirai. Yellow beans. Oh, that's awesome. I don't know what it is about gardening and getting new life forming right in front of your eyes that is so, it's so amazing. It's so amazing. So what would you like to set as an intention? Oh, Sharmila, maybe a meditation. I put the live meditation from last night. If you're not feeling well, I put my meditation from last night up on the tube, and all the links are in the bio, you guys. So if you're ever looking for any of my other content, all of that stuff is in my bio, and there's a showcase in there as well. Like if you're looking for anything that I own, pretty much it's in there as well, listed. Okay. Now what we're going to do, if you have a chance, yes, you should drink lemon, honey, and water. Lemon, honey, and water would be my recommendation. Thank you for the love and the taps, you guys. We're at 2,000 already. You guys are rocking this. So good to see everybody this morning. So what we're going to do, I'm going to really explain it. Thanks, Mirai. I'm going to really start to explain what we're going to be doing. We're not going to practice it just like right this minute together, but I am going to explain what the follow-on lives are going to be. And I don't know exactly what time is going to be good. Maybe we go to 10 o'clock because that's kind of the time that we were rolling with before. Maybe we go earlier in the morning so that we open up our eyes and start our day that way. Yeah, Sharmila, lemon, honey, and ginger is the best thing for what you're going through, in my opinion, as a starting point anyway. Okay, so we're going to arrive in the space. We're going to do a breathing exercise. And then we're going to do some affirmations. So they could be, today, I choose peace over fear. Today, I choose peace over fear. So that's our first one for the day. Today, I choose peace over fear. I release yesterday. I am open to guidance. So that's a simple intention. We can sit here, we can do our breathing work together. I will be guiding you through the breath work, and we'll join, we'll start to tap into our intuition. And we will affirm, today I choose peace over fear. I released yesterday, and I'm open to guidance for the future. Now, who here was here last night for the meditation? Heather, are you still here? You were here. Mirai, you popped in. So I'm curious, we've added now Reiki. We've added Reiki to the meditation. And so we're guiding our practice with these. Actually, the replay, ABM, the replay is actually on the tube, on YouTube. Sharmila, 200 minutes. We've been buddies for a while. Hey, one of your, we go back a little ways. Aw, ABM. It's on YouTube, my love. Okay, so morning pages. The next, going back to the Reiki principles. I want to go back to how we're going to be guiding our practice in the morning. We're going to be guiding our practice with the Reiki principles, and I'm going to share with you what those principles are. So I'm not 100% sure if you're familiar. You may already be. Maybe you already share Reiki as a Reiki practitioner. I have no idea. Mirai, thank you. Thank you, my love. So, Reiki principles. I will not worry. Thank you, Heather. I will not worry. I will not anger. I will be grateful. I will do my work honestly. I will be kind to every living thing. Guys, thank you. You crushed that flash goal. Thank you so much. So the Reiki principles for me are going to be a good guideline of how to get out of my head and into my life. And that is something that I've been really trying to do lately, is to live, to not lay in bed and feel sorry for myself for the disabilities that I have, but instead getting up, doing the things that I'm able to do. And I'm going to not worry about things. I'm not going to let things anger me. And meaning instead, I'm going to choose love over fear. And I'm going to choose peace over fear. I love this one. I will be grateful. I had a conversation with my best friend this morning, because every morning we have a conversation and we set our goals together. It's kind of our own little morning practice. And she said, as soon as I opened my eyes, the dog wanted attention and something else had happened. And Beta, thank you. Something else had happened as well. And I said, yeah, but title gifter, look at you go. Thanks, Beta. So I said to her, I said, yeah, but in years from now, you're going to wish that you had Smudgy. That's her dog, Smudge, a little bulldog. He's a little bulldog. And I said, there's going to come a day where you're going to wish that you had Smudge waking you up and under your feet. And that's going to be the same thing for Jasper. Like, he gets into the garbage and I have to leave him with a babysitter. I can't leave him alone. And he chewed a piece out of my car. But the thing is, you guys, is that these things, they're things. They're things. And I love that dog and I enjoy and I'm grateful for that dog. So you can make these positive shifts within your day that can really make a big difference on your vibration, thereby your vitality. You know, it's scientifically proven. It's why I'm practicing it, because I need to get better. I need to get healthier and stronger. And I know that I can with the power of intention, with the power of intention. So I will do my work honestly. I love this one too, because I find sometimes, and I don't take it to mean honest. I mean, yes, we're going to be honest, but I think that's a given that we would like to strive to be honest in our work. But I think it also means like, you know, I won't give too much of myself. I will respect my own boundaries. I will respect the boundaries of others. I will do my work passionately. I will not sit back and poo on my own potential. You know, I will go after my dreams. So I have a beautiful practice for you that I want to share, that I encourage you to try out if you would like to today. 5,000 taps, guys. Thank you so much. We've also tiered up, I believe. So thank you for that. So the morning practice, it's really simple. Okay, Sharmila, you take care of yourself, my love. You take care of yourself. Let me know later how you're feeling. Let me know if you need anything from where I am. Maybe a little love and Reiki sent your way. Healing love and Reiki. So these morning pages can take only about 10 minutes. You can also take, you know, as long as you want. You can take a half an hour, you can take an hour, it doesn't matter. Okay, bye, love. And we're gonna basically do this, okay? You're gonna take a lined notebook, okay, any lined notebook, and preferably 8.5 by 11. Thank you, Sharmila. Preferably 8.5 by 11. And you are going to start writing handwritten notes, stream of consciousness writing, and fill 3 pages. Three full pages of notes. So we can do prompts, like I can do those journal prompts. I'll bring a journal prompt once in a while to our morning practice. We'll set a timer with our community, with each other. We'll set a little timer and we'll do our writing together right there on the screen. Like I'll do mine and you do yours. And then people can share if they want to share, or just learn from the other shares is fine too. But again, what is shared in the space is staying in the space, okay? Okay, so that will be good morning. Good morning, Jen. So that will be our morning pages. Thank you. That'll be our morning pages practice. So Jen, what we were just talking about, and for anybody who's just joined, I'm going to share a little bit more about what we're going to be doing. I'm trying to find a good time to do this in the morning that's going to work, where I can get up, and sometimes if I'm flared, I'm moving a little slow. So I have to find a time that's going to work, but I want to stream live morning practice, and maybe it's just going to be a few days a week that I pop in, but we're going to, as a team, be challenging ourselves to do as much of this morning practice as we can to set our intentions for our day. And then at night, we're going to meditate, and then we're going to set our intentions for bedtime. So when we do our morning pages, one of the really interesting things that I always found, so I explained to you, who's heard of morning pages, by the way? So I'll explain. Stingray. Beautiful. Thanks, Salty Cupcake. Heather, you've heard of it? Have you practiced it? Because here's what I experience when I practice morning pages. I start at the beginning, and all of the stuff that the ego has to say comes out first. Level 12, leveling up in the room. This is just an indication, guys, that we are growing. We are growing our community, and we are spreading love and light. I'm so excited. Your taps, your shares, your comments, they're all indicators that we are starting to come together as a unit, and it's beautiful to see. Yes, it actually is a very challenging, good point, Heather. Morning pages is actually a pretty challenging task, especially it's handwritten. You're like, I don't want to do this. Write down anything that ego is saying to you in that moment. So the ego might be saying like, I don't want to do this right now. Write that down. I don't want to do this right now. This is stupid. I want to go to watch TV and binge watch a daytime drama all day today or whatever, right? I actually got that practice morning pages from an author. Her name is Julia Campbell, and she wrote a book called The Artist's Way. The Artist's Way. And that particular book, I only got one chapter in, and I got so much use out of that one chapter that I have saved that book all of this time. But these are all of the things that we're going to be able to tap into to work through together. And so it's journaling, right? It's journaling. 3 pages of journaling. Yeah. 3. Yeah, exactly. Let me pin that up there. So this is her, Julia Cameron, The Artist's Way. And this is where this morning pages ritual comes from. And I've just kind of adapted my description of it over the time. No, people don't realize the power of journaling, because what's going to happen, I'm going to explain to you, is you're going to dump out all of the ego's thoughts. Now, we're not judging anything we're putting down on the paper, and we're just flying with the pen. We're letting it all come out messy. You can burn it later. I don't care, but let it all come out on the piece of paper. And without judgment, without editing, without crossing things out, just let the pen fly. So that's what we're going to be doing together. So you're going to show up, exactly, dump the ego, because what you become acquainted with underneath all that fear, anxiety, worry, and disturbance, underneath it all is the truth of who you are. So what's really, really interesting, you guys, is you'll find that halfway through that journaling exercise, you start to see the truth. You start to get the messages. You start to get the downloads. And then you start to know exactly what to do without having to talk to 7 friends about who believes, Telly Mac, welcome in, who believes what and when and why and how, and it's just exhausting. You write it down in the morning pages, and I swear to you, clarity comes. And if it doesn't, I challenge you to do it for 7 days. 7 days, 30 minutes, 3 pages. If it doesn't help you, come back and tell me. And tell me all your reasons why. Because I want to know. Okay, so yes, you can use an app. You can use anything you want, really. You can type it out. You can use an app. But what I find is when I write it down, when I actually put my pen to paper, I am finding let me just see. I just got to do something here for 1 second. There we go. Sorry about that, you guys. I just had to do something there for a second. Okay, so nothing will match the energy of pen and paper, and it's so true. So true. Like I'm gonna take a note and I'm gonna look up the science on that one. Okay, but there's actually some science to this. So morning pages. Science behind pen and paper. I'm old school. I do all my planning and stuff like that. I still do it electronically, but I actually do it with my my pen and my paper planner. I find it so much easier to keep track of like what I'm doing. Okay, so we're going to do the morning pages then. So then what's going to happen? And the live, I have no idea. The live could be 30 minutes or it could be 2 hours. I have no idea how long it's going to take us to go through it. Depends on how fast the chat is going and depends on how quiet people are and how much work we get done, that sort of thing. But we're going to then, if we have any grievances come up that we noticed in the journaling process, we can immediately move into what's called the forgiveness process. And if you don't know, next month, well, actually August 1st, we're kicking off and I'm going to do a live reading of my book. And in my book is the forgiveness process. It's all detailed in my book. My book is on KU, you guys. So if you are, people have your phone and you have the ability to put an app on your phone, you can grab KU and it's free on KU. And it's got the forgiveness process in it. Take some screenshots of the forgiveness process and then have that as a resource. Because what we're going to do then is we're going to be talking about with whatever you're open to talking about here in this space. You can work through it in your mind quietly as well, but I'll just be here as a guide. We're going to release any of the grievances through the forgiveness process. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at that journaling and we're going to say, is there anything that I can release today? Is there anything that I can release today? Today, I choose to forgive blank. Today, I choose to forgive blank, whoever that's going to be, or whatever it's going to be, and it could be yourself. So remind yourself that this may be the past, a mistake, an expectation. Forgiveness is like this. I could feel upset because I got cut off in traffic. Well, you know what? If that happens enough, I might need a forgiveness process around that. What it means is a letting go process, a letting go, a releasing process. So the other thing we're going to be doing in the morning, because it's going to be really quick, that forgiveness process, unless you need more work. If you need more work, some of the things that are going to be coming here to Finding Serenity are one-on-one Reiki, one-on-one coaching, mindfulness coaching, and then our lives, the books. And basically what we are trying to do is we are trying to live with more peace, joy, and serenity. So we're going to take 3 minutes then to set our intention for the day. So what do I want to be today? Who do I want to be today? What kind of person do I want to be today? The really cool thing about this, what do you guys think? Tell me in the chat. What do you think would happen? What do you think is going to happen after setting an intention, forgiving your grievances first thing in the morning, expressing gratitude? And we're not even halfway through the practice. So keep in mind that I'm going to pop on, I'm going to do the practice, and you can stay for as long as 10,000 taps, you guys. You are amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Rox, welcome in. Yes, you're going to go after it. You're going to go after it. You aren't going to sit back all day and wallow in your misery. You just started your brain onto these chemicals that says, I've got goals now. It's time to focus. Yeah, putting more energy and focus on how you want to feel and taking action. Taking action is key. And I know, Jen, Salty Cupcake, I know you've got more to say on the taking action piece. Yes, reminding your brain it's safe. So here's how we're going to remind our brain it's safe. I'm going to tell you exactly how we're going to do that. So we have a little gratitude practice, a little tiny gratitude practice where we can throw in the chat, and feel free to practice this right now. Throw in the chat one thing you're grateful for. You know, throw in the chat one thing, but you could write 3 things down on a piece of paper. You could write 10. But let one thing be ordinary. Let one of those things be something that we all take for granted. You know, I take for granted my dishwasher. My dishwasher's broken now. Now I'm washing dishes. Well, thank you. Thank you, Jen. Oh, yes. It is a really nice morning out there, isn't it? I'm grateful for you too, Mirai. So we express gratitude, and do you notice like your vibrations start to raise? You start to feel better in your body. And while you're starting to elevate your emotions, while you're starting to feel that positive vibration, you're going to connect with your future self. I'm going to guide you through a short visualization, and then we're going to align and imagine ourselves as the version who lives in peace and alignment. So we did that last night during the meditation. If you didn't catch the meditation, the replay's on YouTube. Yeah, so today I choose to act as the version of me who, Courtney, welcome in. Future self coming to my life today too. Yes. Yeah. So connecting with the future self. So today I choose to act as the version of me who does what? The version of me is going to get on that Peloton today. You know, it's been 2 days. I took 2 rest days. It's time to get back on. Rest, but don't quit. So we connected with our future self. We know how and what we want to do and be. And then we are going to take stock of whether or not we have been doing that. And if not, it's time to choose again. It'd be time to choose again. No shame. No shame. No beating yourself up. Just a gentle, wise choice in the right direction. So here's a little affirmation that we can read together, that we can learn. And feel free to chat in, type any of this out in the chat. If any of it resonates with you, go ahead and type it in the chat. I forgive the past. I forgive the past. I choose peace. I choose peace. I set my intention with love. I set my intention with love. I trust that every step is guiding me home. Every step is guiding me home. And while we're here in this experience, we're going to live the happy dream. Because today we create our lives one thought, one choice, and one act of love at a time. So, I invite you guys to throw one intention in the chat. One intention in the chat. Zan, stay blessed, my friend. Not a problem. I'm on my way to yours here soon. So, gotta run, get my stuff ready. I'll see you soon. Get it, girl. Love this. Love you. Love you too. Love you too. Okay, so tips for having a beautiful space for this of your own. If you want to practice any of these things on your own, I will put the replay, all the replays that are handy and useful. I'll either put them on the tube or I'll redo a video and to explain and put that up on the profile so that we can have some guidance around this. So I invite you today to create a nice calm space for yourself somewhere. Maybe grab some instrumental music, some meaningful devices, crystals maybe. And we're going to come back tonight. We're going to be doing another meditation tonight, if you want to join for that. So what do you guys think of our plan? What do you think of the plan so far? It is beta, and it's actually, my link is in my bio as well. If you guys want to check out the link, you can do that. Emerald, welcome in. How are you doing? So just a little check-in with you guys at the beginning of our practice. I mean, we didn't go through the practice this morning, but we talked about the practice. And, you know, that we're going to kick this off on Monday. I'm going to be going live sporadically this week, talking about it, talking about the plan. And then we're going to start practicing. Then the lives are going to be very focused. The morning live is morning practice. The evening live is a meditation with Reiki. I'm glad to hear that, Emerald. Thank you for the repost. Yeah. And then we're going to be able to learn from each other. So if you read a book that you think might be of interest to the group, you can pop it in the chat. Yeah. I think it's going to be very nourishing. And it's going to be tricky to stick to. And I think having each other to come back day after day, like I think the encouragement of one another. And then if you miss a day, it's not a big deal. You just have the group to come back to jump right back on board the next day, you know, like, because we're just heading in the direction of healing. We don't have to be so hard on ourselves. Shorty, welcome in. You know what I'm saying? So we've got 12K taps. I just want to check and see how long we've been here. We're going to stay on for just a little bit longer. Okay, so let me think. What else do we want to do? So we talked about morning pages. Does anybody have any other burning, pressing issues that they want to talk about? Any questions? Maybe we want to pull a card or something see what our day is going to be inspired by. Maybe we'll do that. Oh, intention for daily movement. Yes. So maybe, I don't know what time I'm going to be getting my workout in today, but I'm not feeling highly motivated to get that workout in, but I am going to do it. So what I like is including movement in every day. I took a couple of days off and I needed to, but now I've got to get back to it. So I'm going to get on the Peloton today, and then I'll be sharing that's my goal of the day, Peloton and dishes. What do you guys have for goals for today? Who's going to include movement? Action becomes before. Yes. Action does have to come before the motivation, and the motivation seems to come from the successes. Yeah. And dishes, laundry, and mom taxi. Yeah. Morning walk and stretching. I love that, Heather. Ooh. You'll have to share pictures. Strawberry picking would be nice. So cool. All right, loves. Well, I'm going to log off for now, and I am going to create a video to summarize everything I just said, and I'll post that video so that if you missed any part of the live, you'll at least have a place to reference what was being talked about. You have a great day too. Lots of love and light to you guys. Enjoy your morning, enjoy your day, and I will see you tonight at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. All right.